Is the Ripple case behind the Kaj Labs trial in Brazil? Kaj Labs is the blockchain company in Seattle that has partnered with Brazil's central bank to help the rollout of CBDCs. Here's the most interesting part about this story. The company is grateful to Ripple since it developed a network that allows cross-border transactions at a low cost. Ripple has paved the way for other innovative features such as Lithosphere. And to that effect, Kaj Labs donated $95 million to Ripple's legal defense. A few days later, Kaj Labs actually scores a contract with the central bank to help develop that country's CBDCs. So, is all that a coincidence or a planned thing? Anyway, I believe Ripple is making steps in the right direction by partnering with some of the elites, and in this instance, Kaj Labs. In the event the lawsuit doesn't go their way, Ripple will still stay afloat and their vision of the future will live on. But that can't happen because, you know what? I feel like the SEC is the problem here and not Ripple. If it was another regulatory body, chances are this court case could have been completed already. But the SEC keeps dragging the case on for as long as possible for their own selfish gains. All in all, I have a whole lot to share with you guys today. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's roll that intro. What's up, guys? And welcome to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates whenever we drop new videos. To my MoneySide fam, welcome back. Show us some love by smashing that like button and commenting in the section down below. And look at that tweet. Do you get its true meaning? David Schwartz sent this image of a plane with the Star Wars logo on it. The idea is to show you that XRP is about to head straight to the moon, which will happen soon. Yep, that's right. This coin hasn't been moving a lot, and that's typically because of the suppression that's currently happening around XRP. After Brian Armstrong decided to back Ripple in the legal fight, the whole Ripple community is rekindling the old XRP army. They are all vouching for Coinbase to relist XRP, which will be major news in the crypto world. That also means XRP's price will go through the roof in days, if not minutes. The pressure continues to mount, especially towards the regulatory body after their recent failure trying to sue Coinbase. Also, most crypto exchanges that delisted XRP are now being pushed to relist it amidst the SEC settlement. When that happens, be prepared to witness the next lot of crypto millionaires, and that will all be thanks to XRP. The XRP bull run is something that will continue for as long as possible once it starts. That's because this coin has been garnering support from all sides, including the fiat world, which means when it starts to move upwards, it will not stop until it hits a record new all-time high. Next up, we've got this tweet from XRP Crypto Wolf that says, SEC Chair Gensler hints at enforcement actions against crypto firms. Apparently, Ripple and XRP aren't enough for him. Following up on this, we can see on the blockcrypto.com that at the Securities Enforcement Forum on November 4, Gary Gensler denied that new technological labels alter the realities of securities definitions, specifically calling out decentralized finance and crypto products. Gensler, who chairs the Securities and Exchange Commission, said, sometimes people focus on labels. For example, we hear terms like decentralized finance, DeFi, currency, or peer-to-peer lending. It can seem easy to take these words at face value. Make no mistake, regardless of the label or purported mission, we will be looking at the economic realities of a given product or arrangement to determine whether it complies with the securities laws. Gensler has made no secret of his belief that many cryptocurrency-based products fall under existing definitions of securities, citing the need to assess based on facts and circumstances, not new taxonomies. This is despite many in the crypto industry asking for specific guidance on, for example, which tokens are and are not themselves securities. Later, referring to an accusation that many have leveled at the SEC, for example, in the ongoing case against Ripple over XRP issuance, Gensler said, some market participants may call this regulation by enforcement. I just call it enforcement. Moving forward, we have another tweet. It's from @Ripple that says, what does it take to achieve the full potential of digital payments? It starts with collaboration. We joined Digital Pound FDN to work on the development of CBDCs in the UK. Head to our blog for details. If we head over to Ripple.com, we can see that Ripple has joined arms with the Digital Pound Foundation, whose focus is the development and implementation of the digital pound in the United Kingdom. Ripple believes the UK has long been at the forefront of encouraging responsible innovation and growth in the crypto asset space, and development of a digital pound is the logical outgrowth of that work. We're excited to support the design and implementation of a digital pound in partnership with the Digital Pound Foundation. Friedman noted, the foundation will help advance the UK's goal to build a more inclusive and sustainable financial system. The digital pound will underpin the UK's transition to an innovative digital economy and society. The implementation of a CBDC, alongside other forms of digital money, will ensure the UK's place in the emerging global digital landscape. Today, over 80% of central banks are actively exploring some form of sovereign-backed cryptocurrency, including CBDCs. The Bank of England is actively working to navigate the practical and technological challenges of designing, implementing, and operating a digital pound that could play an important role in expanding access to central bank money by households and businesses. The Bank of England has also recognized that the evolving digital payments landscape brings the potential for faster, cheaper, sustainable, and more efficient payments with greater functionality. But achieving the full potential of digital payments requires collaboration with a wide range of actors. This is precisely what the Digital Pound Foundation aims to achieve, bringing together a diverse array of members to ensure the UK maintains its globally competitive lead in financial innovation. As more and more central banks implement CBDCs, interoperability, privacy, and complete sovereignty will be key to enable central banks to move money cost-effectively, reliably, and instantly. All that said, time now to take a look at the charts. XRP is often a coin that moves extremely fast when it gets going and doesn't give you a chance to get in, as it can make moves of 100 to 1,000% in just a matter of weeks. So pay attention to the consolidation patterns that precede it. Firstly, we get the SEC news out of the way. This is just noise. Pay attention to what the charts are showing you. Consolidation precedes expansion. This is classic accumulation patterns, my friends. Here we can see on the weekly chart 2.5 years of accumulation price action in the green box. Once we broke higher, the market retested the breakout region of 50 to 60 cents as support, and it currently is moving higher to move towards the recent local high of $1.96 and on to an all-time high of $3. Moving on now, taking a look at Bitcoin. After the new all-time high on the 20th of October, Bitcoin continues trading within lower highs. Lower highs can lead to lower lows, just like higher lows can lead to higher highs. We've been expecting a correction now for a while. We were bullish when everyone was bearish and shared many articles pointing to Bitcoin's growth. Once Bitcoin peaked, we went bearish as everybody stayed bullish, and now we are only waiting for the results. Unless Bitcoin moves and closes above its October 20th high, the bearish potential remains strong. The trend is bullish. Long-term Bitcoin always wins, that's for sure. But we're looking at what can happen next. Preparing before a move takes place, the high possibilities of a correction remain strong. As always, we remind you to do your research and trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like this video, and please click on that subscribe button below. Then be sure to turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we drop our amazing content. Thanks again, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next Money Side.